In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my remote viewing findings on why Donald wants Greenland so bad. And I know that he has his excuses, Russia, China, but that's not it. That's not it. It never works quite like that. It never is what they say it is. Again, and also, just before we get started, these are all wild speculations from a completely delusional person, potentially. They have no basis in reality. I have no facts to back them up. They are just opinions, speculation, remote viewing findings, and they could be completely and wildly off target. And I just have to make that disclaimer that none of this can be construed as fact, simply opinion, predictions, suggestions, whatever, right? Does that make all sense? Because I don't want anyone to think that I'm trying to mislead anyone. These are just my remote viewing findings, okay? But first, we're going to have to get into this, we're going to have to explain something first that'll make sense later, okay? So first of all, I had another correct prediction, which is happening now. I'm going to play that right here.
India are now battling an outbreak of a virus called Nipah, and it's triggered so much concern that various countries across Asia like Nepal, Taiwan, and Thailand have reintroduced screening procedures at their airports.
Okay, and then I'm going to show you my prediction, which was this, right? And there's also a video here.
A deadly virus with no cure has just been detected near one of India's biggest cities.
Right, and this is all gonna come together soon, okay? So obviously he says that it could be Russia and China, and he's trying to strategically, blah, 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 blah. It's never what they say it is, okay? So when I remote viewed into it, I was thinking, like, why does he want Greenland so bad, okay? And one of the first things that came up, and this was like a psychic distraction. There was like something in the way that was saying, it's because of aliens, it's because of aliens. And then like when I kept viewing and like digging deeper, it was like, that is the distraction that will surface. That will be the conspiracy that will surface. And then that will actually in turn get people that are kind of like unhinged on board with the idea. Therefore, like, he's got his own crew, plus the unhinged crew, like the people that believe every single conspiracy on the internet, those kind. Well, that's what they're kind of hoping for. They're kind of hoping for all those conspiracy people and the conspiracy influencers and the people that are just full of shit and just post bullshit for money, that they'll all hop on board onto the conspiracy of the aliens, their secret alien bases, whatever. That's not what it is, okay? So just to be clear, that's not what we're talking about. That's not the results of my remote viewing. It'll all make sense. I just showed you those videos, another correct prediction, by the way. But that ties into it because I feel like, and I see that he's looking for a place. So if a major event, which I'm not allowed to say the exact words because we'll probably get censored, but if another situation occurs like the one a few years ago, you know what I'm talking about? If something like that happens again, they're going to use Greenland as the place for like quarantine. So all like the political people and important people and billionaires, they're all going to shelter in Greenland to avoid this thing. Do you remember this thing where everyone had to shut your fucking mouth? That's the thing that I kept seeing over and over, that they're going to use this land because it's mainly covered in ice and like bacteria and infections and viruses can't really live over there like they can in other places. So this is a strategic location for quarantine if something would be going worldwide with, I don't know, like a high death rate, 40 to 75%. And if they knew that was coming, then they would have to acquire this place to protect themselves. That's what I see. That's what I saw. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And make sure to follow because I have a lot more remote viewing predictions on the way. I still have positive ones to post. I still have specific countries, Canada, United States, Australia, and a bunch more. I'm way behind on stuff. It's just so much stuff has been going on. 2026 is just unhinged already, and there's a lot to keep up with, but the content will be flowing, so click all those buttons. And every time I see through the bullshit, I will be here on YouTube, because I'm your boy on YouTube now. I ain't no TikToker anymore. TikTok has gone down the shitter, down the drain, and it is now owned by the very people that, well, if you know, you know. And so, without further ado, without saying too much, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope to see you on my next video. Peace.